Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zellycat, and this funny the race is already starting. I can't even do, I can't even do an introduction now. I guess we are race right now. Okay. Well, yeah, this is the part of the Kirby and the Amazing Mirror 80% tournament, featuring two runners, two Asian runners this time, which is why it's so early in the morning. We have Yamayu with a 2850, and Thomas, which is, I forgot his time, but he's 29 in the leaderboards, which means it's pretty good. So yes, coming up, we have this run, which is a wheel make. They both get it first try. That is very rare. It is a trick. Uh, it is a 4-frame trick, which means it is very tricky to get, but it saves about 30 seconds if done on the first attempt, so it is very valuable to get it for the first stage. So yes, I am very happy that both of the runners got it first try. So now that we're on the first stage, I guess I should explain the basics of wheel movement, because wheel is the ability that you use for most of the run. So basically, wheel is the fastest ability you can get in this game due to how quickly it moves. It is also very strong in general because it does decent damage and deals damage very quickly as well. And the other very powerful thing about this ability is that whenever wheel is active, you're invincible. Literally, even spikes cannot harm you, which means that you can just do all sorts of tricky movement to know when to activate wheel, when to go through spikes, when to go through enemies, when to just stop wheel and turn around, because the only time when you're vulnerable when using wheel is when you turn around. So you really want to just plan out what to do with wheel to get as much ice frame as you can, as much wheel time as you can. So yeah, Thomas missing the quick kill in mid boss, that's gonna be a pretty decent timing for Yamayu. But that's okay, it's not the end of the world. Katam is a very, how can I say, it is very easy to either gain or lose time in this game due to how precise the movement is, and how much RNG there is in this game as well. So yeah, a single mistake does not mean it's over, guys. Stay tuned. So now Yamayu is gonna drop wheel for the first time he's trying to get stone. Now stone is a very broken ability, if I say so myself. It is very powerful. It deals as much damage as a star projectile, but you can use it multiple times, obviously. And it deals damage very quickly as well, just like Wheel. So it is a very common ability to defeat mid-boss as well as bosses. As you can see, King Colin here doesn't stand a chance. And that's the first boss done for Yamayu. It's got a pretty comfortable lead, but once again, it is not over. So yes, coming up, we will go to this door that we activated with the switch earlier. Basically, switches open all kinds of portals, so it can go quicker to some areas. And this one portal is very important because it also runners to get access to wheel, like free access to wheel. So yeah, you bet that this portal will be abused throughout the entire run. You're gonna see this move very often, trust me. So yeah, his runners are just making our way through Cabbage Cavern. We will know shortly what routes those two will do, but I suspect that they will probably go to Reddish Ruins first because it's pretty safe. Or it's pretty safe. Well, not it's safe. That's not what I meant to say actually. Basically, most people try to go to Reddish Ruins first because Meta Knight is very heavily RNG dependent. Basically, his patterns can be very nasty. So that's why runners try to go to Meta Knight first because, well, how good of a pattern it gives you really changes how good or bad your run could become. So they want to get Meta Knight out of the way first. So as you can see, Yamayu is making his way to Reddish Ruins, as I expected. And so is Thomas. Probably. Well, they might rather go to Molly first, but I counted on it, but we'll see. And yes, Yamayu will activate the switch at least, because it makes traveling quicker. And yes, he is indeed going to Reddish Ruins. Should probably switch over to yamayuu now I think about it. Oh, it doesn't have any audio apparently. Never mind. My bad here, but yes. Both of our runners are indeed going to red shrines. Not a very surprising choice, but hey, it does make tracking their progress easier for me, so I'm not complaining. Coming up on Yamo's screen is the first Mara of the game. Basically, Mara is a very particular enemy. Basically, Mara guards the door, and we want to kill Mara without it going into the ground before we do kill. So basically, there's a ton of ways to kill this enemy while scaring it off and just miss our chance going to the door. And just wheeling into him in that room just does the trick just fine. So not very difficult here, but it can be much harder. And notably Mustang Mountain, but we'll see that later. Coming up, we have a boss fight, or mid-boss fight with Mustang. Very well done for yamayuu. Can be tricky with depending on the patterns you give, but Mustang gives, but as you can see, it was no trouble for yamayuu. See if Thomas has the same luck, and yeah, it's pretty good. Good job. So let's see if yamayuu does remember to puff that crash. There we go. Even manages to despawn the other crash bomb. That is beautiful. Very well done from yamayuu. This is a very hard trick to do. So big congrats to him, honestly. He is very quick in making his way to mid. Oh, my stream just froze. Oh, it's... Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had some momentary internet issues. But yes, don't worry. Should be good to go now, I hope. Oh my Okay, I should be back now. No, I'm not, can't even say that, but yes. Sometimes my internet can be get a little strange like this when people are using microwaves, so yeah, my bad about that. Sadly can't do much about it, but let's hope it won't happen too long. Oh Jesus. Okay, I don't even know anymore. I'll just try to just commentate as it goes on. But yes, okay, so from what I can see, both of our runners have done Molly and Meta Knight, but I couldn't tell if their fight was good enough for sad reasons, but hey. So yeah, right now yamayuu is going making their way to. It seems like both runners are doing very similar runes, which is good because it makes their progress easier to track for me. But yes, they're both going to make their way to Carrot Castle to activate both of those switches, which once again make backtracking very easy for further areas. So Carrot Castle is a pretty long split, but it's not extremely technical except for that for those Goro runes. Myra right there. Oh, also, in this room you can see Yamayuu using the factory strat. Basically what that does is that you basically inhale the ability star from Wheel, so that if you miss a shot, you just take damage and not lose the ability star. So it's basically a safe strat that only loses 2 seconds, but it is very good for races. So hopefully all runners will do it. I hope so, because losing Wheel in Carrot Castle is the worst. So yeah, this counter room has no skill at all. It is all automatic, so no skill involved. And that's good because now Yamayuu has Wheel to fight Mega Titan. Mega Titan without Wheel is very difficult, but with Wheel, he goes down very quickly. As you can see, you can just run into him with Wheel, hit him on the electric fences, and there you go, it's easy. Second phase can be a little tricky, but it shouldn't be an issue for Yamayuu. There we go. Well done. And that is a fourth crystal for Yamayuu. And Tom is not too far behind, still in Carrot Castle. I mean, a little trouble in that Gordo room, but it's fine. Not a major time loss for sure. Let's see if he gets a... Ooh, taking a hit from one of his hands. But anyway, he got it back under control now. Still, that's a little... not concerning, but... how can I say? It feels bad when you miss this, but you should probably get it back under control just fine. Yeah, he's in it now. He should be good. There we go. Well done. Meanwhile, Yamayuu is going to Olivotion. He seems to be doing the beginner route, which isn't actually that much slower than the advanced route that people tend to use at this high level of play. But hey, as I said, that's fine. Basically there is many routes that you can take that don't really make you lose time. I think it's as many as 60 that don't make you lose time in this game. So yeah, you can basically just do any area in any order you want, as long as you're comfortable with it, and it should probably be faster. Or as fast as, say, the best routes in the game, or other routes rather. It's very complicated to explain, but basically, everything is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. So yeah, I should probably explain underwater movement a bit. So basically, you cannot use most abilities underwater, and since none of the runners are really picking up any abilities that work underwater for most of this stage, they're just gonna use this water attack that's still pretty useful, but it doesn't have much range, but it still deals okay damage. Oh, first try. So basically what Yamayuu just did is the UFO trick. This is actually an 8-frame window because ideally you want to get UFO to destroy bomb block later in the stage, but fire, which comes right after the roulette, also works for the mix. So if you get either UFO or fire, which makes a total of 8 frame with your ability roulettes, well guess what, you're still fine. So thankfully, while this mix is very hard to set up, as you can see, it is still, it is still an easier trick overall in my opinion, because you have a larger window to mess it up compared to say the wheel mix at the beginning of the game. So yeah, still happy that Yamayuu got it first try because like it's easy to mess up the setup frame. So at least there's that. Setup is hard, but the mix itself isn't too bad basically. So glad he got it. Let's see if Thomas has such luck here. Pops the enemy, and there's a boat. Ooh, but he gets through. That was 4 frames too early. At least you can retry pretty quickly with this one. He gets his second try. That's still pretty okay. So yeah, still pretty well done for Thomas, but it's gonna be a small time loss. But again, nothing too bad. So as you can see, Yamayuu is getting stoned because Stone murders Gobbler, the upcoming boss of this area. So you really want to never get hit here because may I remind you that when you get hit on the water, you lose your ability and you cannot inhale / get it back. So you basically have only one hit point here because otherwise you lose Stone and lose so much time against Gobbler. And it is not fun. But it is worth it because Stone absolutely murders Goblin. Like I said, it's gonna be very fun to watch, I'm sure. Yamayuu coming some very slick break movement. Let's take gets the first the one cycle. Not quite, but it was pretty close. That was still a good backup. Well done from Yamayu's side. And then Gobbler is done. So as you've probably noticed, our runners choose to soft reset behind some areas because soft resetting actually is faster than just watching the Kirby dance, which sucks because the Kirby dance is adorable because Kirby is always adorable. But fortunately, not watching the Kirby dance as soft resetting for most of the game actually saves 4 seconds, and those 4 seconds really adds up. So yeah, you really want to know when to soft reset to ultimately save time. So, yeah. Sadly, you won't see much Puyo cuteness today, but hey, that is fine. It is all for the name of speed. Oh, Yamayuu decides to go to thomasyim99. I didn't really notice at first, but yes, he is. Sure, he got the berry movement in the first room of the area very well, too. Didn't really see much people go to thomasyim99 before getting Constellation or Permanent Palace, but that's an okay choice too. thomasyim99 is arguably one of the easier sections in the game, so there's that. It's also very short, so not really much to explain here, except for that coming Shadow Kirby. So yes, sometimes Shadow Kirby here will spawn, and then when you kill him, he will randomly give you an item. Here we saw Yamayuu getting the Meta Tomato, which is not optimal. What you want is actually the Invincible Candy, which absolutely destroys this mini boss. But as you can see, if you just back up with Stone, he dies too. So there we go. It just so happens that Krakow here is very weak against Stone. Well, kind of like most bosses in this game, to be fair. But yes, just so happens that Stone is just perfect for this area. Just like that, Krakow is gone. Oh, I forgot to check that Thomas did manage to kill Gobbler here. Soon it went well. Well, I hope so at least. Well, he is making his way through Kenny Constellation. That is the most common route. But once again, there is no really wrong route in this game. So Kenny Constellation is often done first in those type of areas because the movement in this segment is very tricky. It is very easy to lose wheel in the bottom spin in that area. So runners really want to get Kenny Constellation out of the way so they can relax for the upcoming 2 segments. So yeah, it's kind of the same thing as with RNG with Molly and Meta Knight. So there you go. Very nice frosty kill from Thomas, that was really good. Meanwhile, Yamayuu is pretty much a Krakow ahead, I would say. Well, more or less. He is catching up to Thomas, which is end to getting Constellation, but Yamayuu is pretty close behind. But hey, it seems like Yamayuu is a pretty big lead, but Dark Mind, the final boss, pretty RNG dependent, let's just put it like that, which means Yamayuu might fail, sadly, but hey, we'll see about it later. What I'm trying to say is Thomas is not done yet. He keeps us in some pretty good movement, it is not over. And he is, from what I can tell, so there you go. Yes, as you can see, there is a lot of bottomless pits and enemies just all around getting Constellation, which is why the movement in this stage is extremely tricky. But Thomas pulls it off so well. That is very it's doing some very like the movement in stage can be very satisfying to watch and execute in this one specifically. Which is what makes this game very fun to speedrun. Like the movement is really fun to do with wheel, and I think that's what makes it very interesting as a speedrun, even though there's not much really variety because wheel is just that good at this game. Still, it's a fun watch. Get your popcorn, chat, because this is gonna get fun. Thomas didn't lose wheel yet, and so did and yamayuu didn't either yet. I say yet because again, it's very easy to do it, especially in the room Thomas just left. And if you lose wheel in this room, while there is some backup mixes you can do to get wheel back, it's gonna make the master hand fight here very slow. So if should you use wheel here, you can just like call your out. Ooh, yamayuu does lose wheel here. Gets it back, but that was a little slow, sadly. But hey, he still at least he got wheel back. That's what matters here because he will have to have called the ally Kirby's here to get master hand for him, and that takes time because the AI in this game is not smart. I'll just put it that way. It is very dumb. So yes, you really want to keep wheel for this fight and for this upcoming room too. Because, well, Will is just that good, really. It's the best ability in the game. Well, maybe with Stone too. But speaking of, there's another ability we want to showcase. Ooh, Thomas does lose it for a while, but he gets it back. That's good. But yes, his missile. Missile sucks. I personally do not use missile in my runs because it is just that difficult to control. But yes, missile is very fast vertically. It's still pretty, yes, vertically. It's still pretty fast horizontally. Wait, did I mix them up again? My bad. I don't know. Words. But yes, missile movement is very tricky because this ability controls horribly. So it is this makes these two rules very tricky because of how difficult missile movement is. But Thomas didn't go too bad. He still did lose missile for a while, but that's okay. But yes, yamayuu managed to catch up. You can see him slowly catching up to Thomas, even though he did a mistake in the vertical room. It just proves that yamayuu he is in 4th place in the leaderboards. He is one of the best runners of this game. So yes, it kind of shows that he just got so many things so well. Not to, like, I don't want to sound, how can I say, like, not to say that Thomas is bad, he is very good too, but yamayuu is just something else, I would say. But hey, as I said, Dark Mind can still happen, so you better watch out. Some bad things may very well happen for yamayuu, which might make Thomas able to catch up. It can happen. Dark Mind, don't want to touch him too much yet, but the last 2 phases especially can be pretty awful. We'll see about that soon. Well, soonish. But there's still a few areas left for both of the runners. And I say that I forgot to check the correct tracker. Ooh, is Thomas gonna... Oh, he just decided to leave wheel early. I thought he was gonna go for the famous iron mix, but I guess he didn't. Oh, yeah, we just tried to go for it, but failed. So basically, there's a very tricky iron mix in that room, which I do not recommend. It does make Wiz a little quicker and a little more consistent, but as you can see, Parasol works pretty well too. And Parasol is really cute, so I think that's what it is. But yeah, Cyber can be quicker, but failing the mix just hurts sometimes, so I really don't recommend going for it. Just use Parasol, you should be fine. And Thomas was fine with Parasol, and so was yamayuu, there we go. And now yamayuu as a complete mirror with only 24 minutes and 30 seconds. That is very good. I don't think he can PB, but that was a very solid showing. And now you can see yamayuu resetting the game right before the final boss, because resetting the game and picking someone here Basically makes you able to skip a cutscene while you still have an ability, and is technically faster than just watching the cutscene. Which is a shame, because this cutscene is actually really badass, but that is the shame of doing speedruns. You skip some awesome stuff, such as this cutscene, or the Kirby dances. And the Kirby dances are adorable. So yeah. So yeah, very good Dark Knight fight. Dark Meta Knight fight from Yamayuu. So this is Dark Knight. The strat here is to make a double star and just shoot at him and kill him. Oh, that I didn't know you could do that actually. You just hit both mirrors at the same. That was a very precise and amazing shot. Oh my god, can't believe. Didn't even know that was possible on Dark Knight 1 through 4. Well, there you go. I learned something new, guys. Should probably know more about this game now. Hey, well done from Yamayuu. That was impressive. Let's go from safer stuff for Dark Knight 2, which is respectable. Because wow, that was insane. Oh wow, Thomas does get candy in the mustard area. That is a very rare thing to occur. I think it occurs very rarely. I don't know the exact odds, but it is very rare for someone to get candy instead of say a tomato or 1-up. So Thomas is gonna save some time here, which is nice. As he does fight Krakow while picking up stone. So yes, did skip to mention that, but Yamayuu uses the same strat for Dark Knight 2 and 3. So yeah, nothing much to say here, you just do the same exact Double Star strat for Dark Knight 1 through and 3. Dark Knight 4, however, is a little different. You still do the Double Star, however, you don't kill him with those Double Stars, he has too much HP. So what are you gonna do about it? Well, good question. So basically what your runners want, or Yamayuu can just do that. So yes, basically what you usually want is a green star so you can do an easy UFO mix. But as you can see, it is possible to just inhale 2 ability stars and know your precise timings for other mixes as well. So yeah, that was... And he just nailed it first round without buffers too. That is just... Wow. I am in awe. Like, Yamayuu is just something else. That is very impressive. So yeah, Dark Knight 5 is pretty much the last barrier, but Yamayuu seems to have gotten it. You can hit both his eye and the mirror at the same time, and hitting the mirror as well is very useful too, because basically when you hit his eye, he gets some iframes, and we don't like iframes, so what we do instead is with both his eye and a mirror, because his mirror doesn't have iframe, but it still do damage if you hit the mirrors. That was a mess, but basically it just makes 2 hits in 1, so that's faster, and that is what we want. So yeah, this is the final phase of Dark Knight. You just spam B until he dies. This should be in the bag for Yamayuu, and this is gonna be a very good time. Oh my god. He's just gonna pull his sub 29 in the race. Yes, he did. That is done for Yamayuu with a 2841. Don't have access to SRL right now, so I cannot tell his SRL time, but wow, that was impressive. Well, let's now see how Thomas will do into his Dark Knight fights coming up. He is coming up in the trickiest fight in the game for sure, so let's see how well he does with the UFO mix and such. Let's get Sword to get Double Star as well as that switch. Gets Master and inhales both stars now. Perfect! That is what we want to see. Alright, Dark Knight 4, please be nice, please give good patterns. Chooses not to shoot the star. I think Dark Knight was low enough here so he could hit him, but I guess not. There we go, now it's done, but very surprised Thomas chose to wait here. Oh, it nails the wrong ability as well. Ooh. It's not going so well for him, sadly. But yes, oh, this pattern is very annoying because you can just wait and just doesn't shoot any green stars, which this is what you need for UFO mix. So yes. Oh, there you go, there's one, but no green star either. Let's avoid the hit at least. That is good. Alright, this is the pattern we want. You're just gonna shoot at bottom stars, you can easily tell what star's gonna come out. And that makes for easy UFO mix. There you go, Thomas. You did it. Now we just need to shoot it once. And it should be good. There we go. There's now only 2 phases left. Let's hope he can pull it off. Those called the Kirby's. I guess that's it. Oh, he just wanted to help me feel. Oh, I didn't notice was only on such low health. Well, that is a very good call from him. Very good save strat here. If you ever feel like you're low on health, you can just call Kirby's, and they'll just come here and just give you some food. Who doesn't love free food? I sure do love free food. So yeah, it's very useful in this game as well, because you can just not worry about dying whenever you want. And the other good thing about killing Kirby's in fights and such is that if you should die at any boss fight, if the Kirby's are present in that room, the boss will retain its health, its lost health. So you won't so its health won't fail. You won't have to fight all over again. Just pick it back up from where you left off. So yeah, it is very useful. It's not some such there were those pirates weren't so great for Thomas, but that's okay. Still got some Kirby's on the screen. The last fight should go very well for him too, so I'm not worried. He should be able to finish just fine. Coming up is the final fight of this race. You can do this, Thomas. There's not much left. I believe in you. Ooh. Green Kirby and yellow Kirby does die. So if Thomas loses health here, he will have to redo this fight again. Oh, please stay safe. Okay, nice avoid here. Just take it slow. Don't die, please. Okay, phew. That was scary. But yes, Thomas is now done with a time of, I want to say 32 for you, which isn't too bad either. Not as impressive as Yamayuu for sure, but still good on its own right. I would be very proud of it, 32 myself, because that's still 2 minutes better than my PB. But hey, we take those. So yes, that was Kirby in the Amazing Mirror, a race for the tournament, the 80% tournament, because there is also, of course, a 100% tournament, but not a tournament, but a category. But a tournament wouldn't be very viable because it takes an hour for more than an hour for the world record. So yeah, don't think it will ever happen. But yes, let's see if any of our runners do want some interviews. Don't think Yamayuu joined the Discord, so I very much doubt he will show up. So let's see if Thomas will. I will be waiting a few minutes, not much, to see if he does want to join for an interview. If it doesn't, that's okay. I do think it is very late for both of those runners because they're both from Asia, so this is why the race is so early, but also because, well, that's also explaining why it's so late for them right now, so yeah, I would totally understand if none of them wants to talk to me, I guess. Let's see. I'm pretty much just waiting this for any of them to respond to Discord. So apologies for me not really realizing I should have said earlier. But hey, let's just wait and hope. And we see here Yamayu doing the wave minigame. Actually forgot how it's called, but it is a pretty fun one. But sadly not really relevant to this tournament. But hey, you can now see this minigame in all of its glory with our favorite Pinky Buffalo. I don't think there's gonna be an interview, sadly, because I have not received any answers yet. So I believe it means it's gonna be the end for this race. So yes, GG's to both our runners. That was a very fun one. Well, as usual, races are always fun in my opinion, but it wasn't the closest one. But hey, still a very good showcase of skills and such and strats. As always, it's always fun to just see games being done so quickly. And wow, Yamayu with a 2041. That is only 25 seconds of his PB, and his PB is the fourth best time in this game. So yes, that is impressive to say the least. So I'm glad some of you guys who woke up as early as me got a chance to watch this. So yes, either way, that is gonna be it. I wanna say thank you to Speed Gaming for hosting this tournament and this race, even though it is very early in the morning. I wanna say thank you for my well, just for the staff as a whole, just to give us a chance, even though it is very early for us in North America. So yes, just a big thank you to the staff, a big thank you to our runners, of course, and just a thank you for you, the viewers, for waking us early just for this race, or for other reasons. That's fine too. But yes, thank you everyone. My name has been OnlyCat. Thank you just for being here, and I will see you all next time. Take care and have a nice day.